Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, dear listeners. My name is Ironbound Ghost. It's they, them. Feel free to call me Ghost or Ghosty. Hope everyone's had a good week so far, or if you hadn't, I hope it started to turn around with the onset of the weekend. And if not that, well, I hope it's just life's on a generally upward trajectory. That is, in fact, what we all deserve. And I hope everyone's gotten the sleep that I haven't, because good gracious, you'd think a skeleton would, especially a possessed skeleton, wouldn't need so much sleep, but I've may or may not have slept maybe a total of 6 hours in the last 3 days. Busy is as busy does, question mark. Don't repeat my mistakes and my sins. I don't know how I'm conscious right now, but I said I would stream, and I want to stream, and so that's where we are here today. As a consequence of that lack of sleep, as you may or may not have seen on the Twitter, I totally forgot my password for one of the devices that I use during streaming. I usually type it in with muscle memory, and it was just gone. I tried like 5 different things, each time totally convinced this is the one, right? This is the password. This is the real actual password. It wasn't. And it was starting to get to the point where my device was like, you sure it's you? Do you want to completely lock this down forever? And I'm like, no. So I just sort of started brainstorming on an empty sheet of paper until I was like, this one seems to follow the logic that I probably had when I was creating this password. And thankfully it did work this time. So, that's good. Like, I was confident I'd remember it at some point because, that's how the memory related, dropping all the them things all the time. That's how it goes. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I've been repeating this and it's been fine and I remember it and I've been doing it properly for ages, and then suddenly next moment, boom, gone. And then next time you're vaguely reminded of it, or you're not thinking about it, you're half asleep and you start typing and it's like, oh, it's back again, I guess. Yay. It's like a fussy signal connection, except it's in your brain, and that's, obnoxious. But, at any rate, notwithstanding such news as that, we are starting off here today with our Reading Recommendations Fanfiction Friday, where I bring you, dear listeners, the recommendation of one random fanfic that I've read at some point or another in the past without rhyme or reason. Especially today without rhyme or reason, because sometimes I'm like, I want a little bit of reason in there. I'm like, what's to do with the current state of affairs, or what's a funny story, or no, this time it was just like, what's a good fic that I kind of remember reading somewhat recently and feel like I can recommend, because, low brain power. That's how it is. So today's recommendation is, let me pull this up. I looked up all the places it's on my phone so I wouldn't forget to list them. It's called A Young Woman's Political Record, by the author Jacob K. It is located on Space Battles and fanfiction.net, and it's got a TV tropes page, in case that reveals more locations than I know of, but I'm pretty sure those are the 2 locations it's officially hosted at. It is a fanfic of Yojo Senki or Saga of Tanya the Evil, depending on, which title you're familiar with it as. One quarter of the Isekai Quartet might be where you recognize it from. Among its contemporaries, it's more well developed contemporaries in some ways, or at least I haven't seen additional material for it beyond the one season. Yeah. For that matter, I still need to actually finish watching the anime and reading that's not the point here. I get into stories by aggressive pop culture osmosis, and reading parts of them and then getting caught up in the crossovers and yada yada yada. You know how it is. That's or if you don't know how it is, you shall know, because that's repeatedly how it is for the last, decade or more now. 20 years. Hate that. Well, what's 20 years to a ghost possessing a skeleton, I suppose. But no, back to the story. So a young woman's political record takes place in a hypothetical post-war of the series. So TLDR on Saga of Tanya the Evil. It's Salaryman from Japan, obviously, who's like rationalist-y in the way that one thinks of irrationalism when interacting with, you know, the sort of people who will like discuss such things, expound to the reader about such things. So, because the character, at least from what I have observed in the bits of the manga and the anime I have watched, there's a lot of emphasis on this doing the logical thing anyway, you know, doing good in his life, got a sweet job, a corner office, all sorts of things like that, and then he gets, I guess, it's kind of McManslaughtered? Unclear, you know, honestly unclear, by a employee that he was like the HR person for, because he had to lay off that employee after apparently something of a process of, you know, a lot of repeated issues or this and that. And, you know, I think there's whole debates on exactly what how much Salaryman actually did over and above his job, or if he just clocked it in terms of like, oh, you know, you're looking at the numbers on them reports and going, these are the boxes we got to check off to get you out of here. It's like it's up in the air. You know, maybe there's a better analysis somewhere about. That's not the point of the fic then, or this TLDR. The point being, as Salaryman is McMurdered, he gets this experience of time slowing to a stop, presumably only perceptual, and speaking to God. Ostensibly God. And that doesn't go well, and because Salaryman's thinking some very not particularly very, 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 if the world has such things in it, there must be no such being as a god, and the only thing that could let such a world exist might be perhaps some other outworldly being, or maybe a devil, or maybe just, you know, a being, and he ends up calling it Being X, which is quite a way to refer to an entity that's staring down the barrel of your soul as you're about to be McDead, frankly. Anyway, he's thinking this. He doesn't actually mouth off about it until his mind gets read about it, as far as I remember. This has been a while since I was reading the main topic. Anyway, gets isekai'd. In his next life, he's like a small girl, and it's a world with like magical World War I on the horizon, and she ends up being an aerial mage or something, which is exactly what it sounds like. Mage can fly, basically treated strategically like some sort of like fighter pilot sort of deal. Anyway, I don't know how the main canon plot ends, not least of which because it's not really covered by the anime, and I am not anywhere even slightly caught up to the contents of even the manga, but definitely not the light novels, which I'm given to understand are fairly dense in their examination of like the actual logistics and economics or something like that. I don't know. Again, things that I'm not well caught up on. Anyway, this is the sort of person who accidentally, who desperately tries to extract herself from the all of the shit going on, being like, oh, I'm gonna join up with the military because being a maid should be conscripted. So she's like, I'm gonna sign up and become an officer and try to extract myself from the front lines sort of situation. Which, because, you know, magical World War I, she can see where the winds are turning here, and then sort of accidentally, like, using the common sense developed from, you know, being in the first life and being and having very particular, like, sort of adaptations to understanding society which do not serve themselves well in magical World War One as a small girl, frankly. That it's just like those social adaptations not doing any favors there. And accidentally ends up incredibly, repeatedly distinguishing herself in the military and becoming a leader of men and hero of the nation and whatever. Like magical World War One Germany. And leader of the nation, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's the summation of canon. So, Young Woman's Political Record, the fanfic that I am recommending, after all of that, my tangents are going to be worse today, is sort of a hypothetical post-canon. Like, say the war ends, and, magical World War One Germania, or whatever it's called, the Empire, or something like that. The Empire, not Germania. I'm thinking of something else with that. Whatever. Everyone just picks names for places. Anyway, it ostensibly lost and had to pay a bunch of reparations, which I believe this is my real world history is somewhat spotty, but I believe this is approximately mirroring the state of affairs there. And main character, Tanya, the eponymous evil, question mark, ends up sort of like, you know, aerial mages are kind of like restricted or banned or something like that, and she's like, well, I don't have anywhere to go, and it's like an orphanage, I guess, because she's like, given the timing of all this, like, she is still a minor. It's just, this has still been like did the whole, you know, prodigious youth thing with the magical foreknowledge of being an isekai salaryman. And is like, well, gotta do something, gotta get a job, and, you know, wants nothing so much as to get a safe job that isn't likely to cause, like, being in a position of being McDead and what have you, but also seeing the writing on the wall in terms of what the world economy is likely to look like in the next couple of decades, going like, that's tricky to plan for, and well, TLDR of the fic, it's the journey of accidentally rising to political prominence. Like, really accidentally. Like, in canon, it's the misunderstanding field as it is, like, very followable. Like, you can take the logic that Tanya is applying to the world and look at how it probably developed as a salaryman on Earth, and then take a look at someone who is, at least by, you know, their own admission, has, like, various difficulties with, you know, like, they views the world and the people around them in a very different way, as related to the whole aggressive rationalism and economics focus and the clinging to, I don't know, the Chicago School of Economics or something like that. Something with self-interest and various things. So take someone whose worldview looks like that, and you can see, okay, using this set of assumptions, which this character is clearly making, and or has blind spots for and isn't accounting for, you can absolutely see how all of these conclusions get reached, even if some of them are taken to an extreme, which obviously you wouldn't get if you weren't the sort of person who is going to make some of these interesting, interesting point of view choices. So, like, canon has, you know, obviously that aggressively failing upward sort of thing going on, where it's like, I don't, you know, being like, oh, here's a plan, but I definitely don't want to lead it, you know, I'll just get me into the back offices, suddenly hero of the front lines and whatever like this, and it's like, oh, I didn't want to be here, I wanted to extract myself from this, give me a back office job, and accidentally, you know, giving the impression that that's the opposite of what she wanted, and this sort of thing continues happening there. But in the Young Woman's Political Record fanfic, it takes it somewhat to, it's in many ways a comedy, in the sense of when you have a situation occurring, you can bet that Tanya will be the butt of the joke, in the sense of desperately not wanting to, like, be there, but also having enough future knowledge and ability to apply it, and enough, like, future knowledge not in the sense of historical events occurring, because some things are similar, but some are spiraling out of into much different places. But future knowledge in the sense of studies that have been conducted, market research that's been conducted, exposure to modern ad campaigns or political campaigns, things like that, which you don't really think of as modern technology in the traditional uplift story sense, but which actually obviously do have a great impact on one's knowledge of human psychology and how things will or will not succeed in a certain situation in the world. So, being able to bring things to market, being like, oh, people are gonna love this, or being able to look at something and go, I don't know how well that's gonna work out, but and seeming in that way almost prescient. So, like, being able to take advantage of that, but in many ways, some of them, just not intentional. Like, being able to be like, oh, I'm gonna try to get myself voted out of this position that I'm in, and I'm gonna try to do it gracefully so that no one has a reason to want to do violence upon me, and also try to keep the country from being on fire when I leave. That way someone else can take over all of this nonsense, and I can go back to having a cushy retirement job. And then, of course, the comportment that begets from the perspective of the modern person, as compared to the current contemporaries of that time, ends up looking like more than graceful, extremely like well suited to the job she is trying to extract herself from. And that's the whole story in a nutshell. So, I mean, I guess if you don't like story beats repeating, you might want to avoid this one. But in terms of, I feel the individual events, because it's drawing from a time in history with so much going on, and then taking an examination, taking a path through it that is full of shenanigans of the same shape but different form, and furnishing the world with interesting points of view. I think it's quite a fun read in many ways, even if those story beats can be somewhat predictable. One joy of reading the story on space battles, particularly, actually, is not just the main story, although obviously that's the big sell here, and by big sell, I do mean fairly big sell. It's about fanfiction.net's clocking it in at around 300,000 words, so, like, big but not unseemly enormous. I believe that matches up to what Space Battles is giving it. But if you scroll carefully through the other, like the Apocrypha or tags, or not tags, thread marks, or some of the thread marks collections of omakes on the thread, so the little side stories that are like fan fictions of the fan fiction that or different readers are making. There are a lot of them of various lengths, some short, some long, some detailed, some irreverent, and some of them explore some really neat things. Like, this is one of the a couple of the very influential fanfics in this fandom. There are a couple more which I need to grab and list. I think one of them is actually sort of a spin-off of this concept, and one of them does similar things but explores it very differently, and all of them are quite long. But we're talking about this one for now. But this is a very influential story that I think got a lot of people's imaginations going about this story idea, simply because there are so many shenanigans you can do when you put someone who really doesn't want to be in charge of things and wants to be out of the spotlight directly in charge of things and in the spotlight, and have the conceit of that particular part of the setting being failing upward quite aggressively, and then obviously people in omakes can sort of shift how much of the comedic failing upward is going on, and instead, like, have you know, now that she's in that position to make all those sweeping future uplifty changes, or just, you know, be very weird from an outsider perspective, because obviously she's like super time displaced and society displaced. So in some ways she's, you know, very weird, especially when, you know, interacting with the magical world counterpart Japan. People write a lot of, you know, the Omakes exploring that sort of thing, and you just get a wide breadth of like different explorations of the ideas in these in the Omakes and the you know, all the little short contributions, and some of them even have turned into spin-offs of their own, of greater length, which are quite good. And I would recommend quite a lot of them, although like the list is exceedingly long. I've pared them down to a list of the ones that I would like to reread because they're neat, and even that is like many tens of entries long in my bookmarks. So it is definitely a rabbit hole to send you down. Like I recommend I definitely recommend this story. As to whether or not you'll like the actual main storyline, I don't know how to sell that or not. So I guess I'll just leave that up to you and say it's definitely worth a look. With the word of warning, yeah, I guess, that the light novel, manga, and anime, I'm given to understand, are very different in their tone in some ways, and in their content in some ways. Not in terms of specifically plot points, although maybe some plot details, but just in terms of the things that are, you know, make their way across the screen. The light novel ending up with all of those economic details, how being X is portrayed as a distant adversary. Things like that differ depending on which medium you're drawing from. So you'll find people, obviously, who have read all three and are like, I'm going to draw from all three of these. You'll find people who are like, I know this one, but I'm going to take a couple of random details from the others. And obviously, if you have people arguing about how sensible or insensible someone is, or details of the character, which medium you draw from will produce fairly different interpretations or explorations. But it's definitely a neat franchise to get into reading the fandom contributions to. And, you know, yeah. Again, that's A Young Woman's Political Record by Jacob K., located on Space Battles and fanfiction.net. It has a TV tropes page. And I will have that information listed in the summary below the VOD on YouTube. The VODs on YouTube are kind of behind because one of them's private, then I need to upload the next one, and then I need to export from Twitch the next one or upload it. And then we'll have today's, because it's just been a very busy last 3 months. It's 3 months? More? Definitely more. It's been busy. It's been busy. And it's been particularly busy in the past couple of weeks. Hence me going on about how much sleep I have not gotten. So look for those soon. I'm going to try to get to them this week because I have a whole bunch of time on my hands this week and this holiday season, which is nice. I'm going to spend a lot of it sleeping. But yeah, that is all for now for reading recommendations. And like I said, if you're interested, please feel free to stop by the VOD YouTube. The links are in the about section for this channel. And take a look at the VODs there once they are all uploaded. Eventually, I'll have things clipped and put on the main channel. I would try to do that this week, but I've already got things queued up for this week. So, like, maybe in the next 2 months. Hopefully. 6 whole months. It is almost 6 months with this channel, and it's nothing on the main channel. I should at least put the debut thing clipped on there. Like, I have software that I can use to clip out that section without it taking 5 million years on re-encoding. I have that power. I only remembered it recently, in fairness, but I have that power. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. At any rate, back to the main content of the day, our itinerary, which I don't have in the normal notes place because it was acting up with the internet last time. Also, I think the device itself was acting up, frankly, not just the internet. And if the power suddenly goes out, you'll know why. And it's, you know, the same reason as the internet, except more so. So hopefully none of that happens and everything's fine. That's what I would like in life. We're going to get started with this whole Elden Ring business. I love it when the audio decides to do whatever that is. Boy. There we go. Okay. I wasn't showing up on my audio thing device. Be a pain. Nope, I can hear it. A bit loud. I can hear it. But the plan, as the title might tell you, aside from pleading for the internet to stay functional, is actually poking Mohg in the face and maybe diving into the capital, because I would like to progress at some point. We were apparently at the Round Table Hold last. I think I was... Right, I was intending... I say intending as though I have had any time in the last week, to come and farm runes and then upgrade all my stuff so I wouldn't have to think about it on stream. This obviously did not happen for the previously described variety of reasons. So instead of that, we're gonna either capital or Mohg. I think Mohg's easy to get to now that we have the teleporting thing. I think I want to poke my nose into... Oh, that's not what I want. No, stop. I just wanted... Okay, no runes. That's what I wanted to know. I think I want to poke my nose into what's going on in the capital for now. Just because, you know, we haven't really looked around there. And... it seems to be where the plot's pointed. Obviously, we've got Rykard in here somewhere, and we should go look into that at some point. But it seems like unless we head north, the capital is really the next place to go, and we could try to head north. Or maybe find the map in the next zone. Can we access that much of the north? I mean, we could go this way. Yeah, so it looks like there's some paths that sort of head north, but it's possible a lot of this requires going through the capital and out to the east to get up there. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, capital sounds like the best bet. So, we've got a divine bridge. I don't think that's the direction we want to approach from. I think we do want to go in from the way we fought our way in. But I want to remind myself what is over here. So let's take a quick look at that. We still haven't found out where Blythe Elden Ring has gone. Oh right, the big Dargon. That is sure something. Hold on, how do I have these up? This is, oh really? We'll tick up to heavy already? Yeah, I need to spend some levels on endurance next. I think, yeah, endurance a couple more times until we can have at least one other weapon equipped. And then try not to drop every item I own. And then I guess start putting things into strength for a bit, since we have a lot of weapons that we want to explore. Using that are limited or that are locked behind having a good enough strength stat. So I guess that's where we'll head next in terms of what we're putting points into. Being as that it looks like Yeah, I can't really equip anything there with all of this on. I think that's a decent enough setup to be getting along with. There's... Is that due to one-time thing? I guess so. Is this area really dark, or is it my screen? The sequel. Interesting. I don't think we can get down there. We've grabbed this item already. I don't remember what it is. Be wary of... A nice look at the walls, though. Oh, yeah. It gives a great view of how the scope of all this. It's very cool. I think it's the location. It's probably the location, right? I mean, it's also that my screen is an old potato. But I think it's more the location than the... Yeah, lighting's better over here. Okay. That's fine then. Were we trying to head down here, or... I think we needed to activate something at the bottom for this to be a viable movement. Right? Yeah, we can't use the lever until later. Alright. And we've got over here... This is all death planes. It would be cool if we could reach those roofs, though. Honestly, like, roaming around here with some sort of free map roaming thing would probably be very cool. Or, I mean, I guess there's some glitches that let you do that, too. At some point, when, I guess maybe before we enter the DLC, which we want to do before the, obviously before the final boss, we'll probably look up and mess around with some glitches, just for fun. But I want to do, obviously, the majority of the main game without knowing how to do any glitches that might tempt me to do shenanigans. I do so love shenanigans. And, you know, obviously, such things as roaming around and pushing my face through walls are best discovered as organically as possible, perhaps. Oh, let me pull something up on my screen, actually. Normally I just have my stream stuff on screen, but in this case, since we're specifically planning to end at the quote-unquote normal time and raid into the new Vishojo JP members, or the first debut of the night, Peke, we're gonna want to have that showing on my screen so I can keep track of when things start kicking off, which makes it hard to see anything else on my screen. Just having it in the corner here so I can see my notifications but see if chat starts getting excitable, perhaps. Yes, that works. Oh, I haven't actually followed them on this account yet. I'm not sure if I should. I'm always like, should you do that? Where am I? How did we get here? We came in from over there. That's how we got here. And then we walked in here. And the storeroom, the entry hall, de facto storeroom, at the very least. Lots of tapestries of the Erd Tree. Those... Is there someone here? These things, I'm pretty sure are, like, room heaters. Perhaps? Unless this is meant to represent something else. I know there are, like, large, like, standing objects of a similar presence that I've been in some castles, and that's what they were given to be as part of the heating system in such old places. So I wonder if that's true of those, but it's cool either way. Okay. Oh right, We did try to get in on this before, in this area before, and we kept on getting attacked by things. So I think what I want to try to do is, you know, at least give the run through and an attempt. Oh, we can't open that from this side. That's a shortcut door for later. So our options are, I believe there's a point we can jump down if we get further along, and it's, you know, relatively manageable at the point we can jump down. Or we could try to run completely along the wall path and see how long we survive. So we've got the Erd Tree, and we've got the city sort of I can't tell if it's emerging from the Erd Tree, sort of sprawled out, as though grown from it, perhaps constructed in the hollow of the tree, and growing over time. Or if the city has, in time, encroached upon the Erd Tree, like, implicitly spiritually, so that it would then have room to physically grow. It could be either, it could be neither. It could just because it looks cool, although given the game and lore, I think perhaps more reason than it looking cool might be the correct one. Oh, we got the big old dragon. I like dragons. Dragons are very cool. Well, I know you can't necessarily see it, but the skeleton is that of a dragon. There's that. There's the... I've seen that shape on a weapon, but I don't know if it's been here or somewhere else. But it's like it's frozen in time, a battle frozen in time, and a city with roofs of gold, and tattered things this and there, and some very few lit places, which is in its own way quite unnerving, indicating, of course, that this isn't a wholly abandoned place, even though it's got, you know, all that going on. It's wild. Anyway, what do the notes say? No jumping, yep. Behold a tree. It sure is. Yeah, so I think we're gonna die if we try to run through. But I want to give it a go. We don't have a horse. Visibility. This is gonna be a couple of run-throughs. Because, you know, I want to see what's around. Because, like, you can kill these guys. Yeah. Oh, I can survive one of those. What the shit? Holy hell. I didn't know that was the survivable drop. Boy, I'm in better armor now. Where do we want to go? We can go down, but on either side, can we go... We can't jump to that up. If we'd wanted to go to any of the other roofs, we would have had to... Oh, well, hello there. If we had wanted to go to any of the other roofs, we would have had to jump from a little further ahead. I think that's what we did last time, because I know we had a different path down. So we'll want to try that again at some point. Where can we go? We can drop down to ground level there. We could try to go up. Yeah, because there are little McGee's there. Oh, there's a catwalk of sorts. We don't have an angle on them. Got it. But yeah, I think we could jump across to the next building. Yes. Oh no. I should be the only one making mysterious noises. I don't like that. Okay, so there's a feller over there. And, oh, there's a lot of fellers. Love that for us. I definitely want to try to see if how many of them we can sort of snipe before getting caught over there, because I don't get the feeling I will be... The hell? What the hell? Oh, it's from up there, I guess. I hope. Well, that's lovely. Love that for us. Yeah, so we could go forward or we could go sideways. I think we going... I think forward. I mean, we're gonna have to do this trip multiple times unless we find out some really good shortcuts. And there's a lot of stuff down there. So I think what we want to do is try and snipe everything possible. Come on. Just so we can have clear air. It's gonna take a lot of materials, obviously. My weapon range is better than yours. Yeah, trying to hit and get the counter damage is a bit hard. Wait. I think I'm just wasting arrows doing that. Hold on, stop moving. Boy. Come on, you up there? I've wasted like a dozen arrows on this guy. There we go. You're closer. Still not close enough to hit me though. Haha. I'm not sure if I'd like it better or worse if they just fall off. Because, like, then they'd be future me's problem, but they would be future me's problem. Okay. I don't know if we can reach that one. Oh, yeah, we can. Come on. Okay, it's gonna take a second. Yeah, okay. One more, one more. Come on, back over the top with ya. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright. Well, we'll give you... bit of time to think about that. I'm like... yeah. Well, I was gonna say... I'm not sure... Can I get an angle on you from up here? Because I would like you to not be my future me's problem, but I think you're... yeah, unless you move fairly far out there. I have the distinct feeling you're gonna be future me's problem. Oh, Frab, just stay. Oh, maybe? Yay! There are two of you. I don't like that. Okay, that's one. Oh, God. Son of a bitch. I guess we're running. Well, that wasn't what I meant to do. In this establishment, in my heart, in my organs. You gonna come down? Yeah, I was hoping the answer would be no. Thanks for that. Can I... like... I can't really position myself to do anything about that. Oh. Or we could do this. Collision for you is frankly fascinating. I'm not sure if these are better or worse. Can we just switch to the... Yeah, that's a bit stronger at this. Only when you've stopped, too. But yeah, cheaper at this distance. Okay, then we start missing. And then... hit you again. It's probably one or two more cycles of this. Frankly, wild strategy. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, one more. I probably did not have to use all of those, because you opened them. Yep. Let's swap it back for... like, I want to use some of these fancy pants weapons, you know? Let's see if our unfriendly other neighbor is around. Landell Nightgreaves. Take a quick look at those. Cool, cool. Greaves worn by knights sworn to defend the royal capital of Landell. Time has yet to dull their luster. I wonder if gold actually has, in this setting, like, some way to make it particularly strong and enchantable. Otherwise, it just seems like an indication that, whatever they're doing or whatever they're protecting is more for the look of it. Than anything else. What? Oh. Okay. That's a hint that a lot of people have died in this fight. Oh, there's fancy goods in there, though. swap the shield for the bow? No. Only one bow for the other, not both. Oh no. It's not enough damage. I think we'll be going now. And we'll be sending that back up on the grounds of I don't think you guys tend to activate those on your own. Yeah, I think that's just a death plane down there, nothing to... Ooh, some convenient roof. Now my usual question of... Can I snipe anything before it kills me? Interesting area, though. Oh. Okay. Good to get that now I'm in melee. Then later. Yeah, that was definitely good to see. That would definitely have got me. Anything we can snipe from this position? Not really. Again, the architecture is interesting. Like, obviously it's got the Greco-Roman sort of deal going on. But I've never made a study of the positioning, or rather, no study has made itself immediately available to me that would go over such things as the like the house positioning, which obviously and the building positioning of cities, which obviously in a city such things as space become super relevant. So I wonder what it kind of indicates about the capital of Landell, just this building arrangement. Because I don't know, it just feels like there's just a lot, you know? Oh. There's the other one. Okay, so these are skellies. You gotta kill them twice. And that one's protected. That one's not. I might be able to get a better angle on the protected one. And then I know I saw one more enemy light up on the other side, I think. So we'll try to take a look at that. So we've got, yep. There's that one. What the hell? My man. Nope. Okay, that's a lot of... Okay. I didn't realize these guys would wake up. That is very good to know. Premium knowledge. That's a lot of skeletons. I don't Okay, holy weapon would probably be best here then. So I know the run and jump down there. Sort of. That tells me... I mean, putting them down the first time. How much does it cost in terms of... I think we have a spell for making... Oh! Holy shit.
My utmost thanks for bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree. Here, I can govern my own movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition.
What ambition?
You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Thanks. I've sat here before and nothing has happened. I mean, we just poured it in, so is it just because I had to have done some of whatever else I've gotten up to since then? In order for it to, like, in order for us to have this charming talk? Or is it just a matter of sitting back, or, no, because I've died, to the trumpeter fellers outside plenty of times when we were first landing here, right? I guess it's something else that we were off doing. Maybe the stuff with Ronnie was a soft prerequisite, or maybe it was something else. Like I assume there's a guide out there somewhere that's like, oh, you have to do this and this and that. And future me, next time I play through the main story in New Game Plus or whatever, because, you know, I'll do it eventually. Probably not immediately after this. We're probably gonna, it's gonna be a while to get through just the first playthrough, and then I think we're gonna switch to, like, Dark Souls or something. But, next time I'm gonna follow, obviously, that plot guide, but, what was I checking? I was checking, spells. We've got a spell slot. Okay, heal. Cure poison, assassin's post, darkness, flame, cleanse me, poison mist. Do we have a spell that makes things be holy? Order's blade. Okay, anything else? Oh, what else? Okay, just what do we have overall? We have the mist because, I don't know. I like the idea of it even if we didn't use it for its intended target. Magic. I wonder if we could use it on that guy that was sitting alone in the room. Would he aggro while we cast it? Anyway, glintstone firing. Yeah, all the glintstone sorceries are shoot a big McLaser, or make something that is a McLaser. Okay, so we got Frosty Frost. But my main weapon is a Frosty Frost weapon. I could make the claws frost and blood, I guess, but if I want frost, I really should just use the weapon for it. Shattering crystals, I don't know. Rock sling. Oracular bubble. Coral, urgent heal. Normal heal. Okay, normal heal is pretty expensive. Urgent heal is 16. Well, Order's Blade is 22, so yeah, okay. Cure Poison is 7. Magic Fort. Flame Fort, a lot of Fort. Darkness, 24. Okay. Blessing Spoon. Holy damage. Oh. Image of Order to deal holy damage. I think that one is itself a damaging spell, if I'm not mistaken. Death Blight. Right, we've seen a little Death Blight, but not enough to keep the, healing for it in stock. Catch Flame. Flame spring. Big fireball looking thing. Flame cleanse me is 14. Okay, so I'll be able to cast roughly half as many, make my weapon be holy as that. And then blood flame, poison mist. So I'm going to have Order's Blade on here on my list. Let me check out that item we grabbed just to... Yeah, strictly worse, but collectible. And I'll swap up some of the flasks, I think. Not much. Just enough, just to give me a few more casts of it, because I don't know how many skellies are down here. We still haven't addressed the tower, right? The upside down tower. We should, like, do that. Can we equip... Right, that one actually doesn't weigh anything. I'm not... A formless sacred seal depicting the ceremonial observation of order enhances Golden Order fundamentalist incantations. Fundamentalism is a scholarship in all but names, skills, incantations using both intelligence and faith. Okay. And... I mean... Oh. What the... I forgot we looked like that. We've been wearing this skull the entire time, so it's not really... That's the one. Spell. It's an order incantation, so that might actually be boosted by using this. Yeah, so we swap through them. Probably not the most optimal order, frankly, but it's what we have here. So we're going to try... and get through here again. So we could do this with sniping, or we could just run through and expect to lose everything anyway. Which I think, honestly, because if we want runes, we can farm specific areas for runes, like by stabbing them normally, or we could farm them in the cheese spot, or we can do any number of things for runes. I think I want to see, first of all, can I kill these guys any easier? It's been a couple of levels since we've been here. Oh, single blow. So it might actually be worthwhile. Okay, R2 and R1. It's a lot of you guys. Okay, just 2. And we get slightly blown up, which isn't great, but it happens. Haha. Okay. Oh yeah, there's mostly death down there. How far did we run along? Generally, where did we jump? Oh, we didn't, I think this, okay, so there's an inn actually over there. But since we can kill these guys, it kind of, I think, would make life easier if we did. Edge. Okay. Strip of white flesh. I don't love that. I don't know. It's something about it's unsettling. Oh, that's an interesting area back there. Like, you know, not that I normally object to such things as the flesh of thy enemies, but like, you know. Yep, it is a dragon, isn't it? This is a big place. Okay, so we've got 3 fellers down there. And this is just the walk. What are you? Yeah. I'm thinking that. Okay, normal is better. You're pretty slow. Or I guess, are you not moving toward me in general? This is a ranged fight? Alright. Good advice. Alright then. Other than, yeah, the guys down there, and coming back here with more ability to just stab things once or twice to remove us from their sphere of temptation, shall we say. Oh. We've been in here. Oh. Let's come back to that. We can get back to here with relative ease. I want to see if we can do some progression. Now that we're not having to duck and cover about this, dear fellow setting things on fire. Okay, so that's part of the down. Oh, yeah, that's all of the down. We may be able to ignore those for now, actually. Like, we've been on that path inside. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to fight. Oh. Okay, so we can get in without fighting this guy if we go the lower path. Oh, we could jump down. Are you gonna come back? I assume that's part of a loop. Honestly, can't tell. Oh, yep. I guess this is an overgrown sort of place. Okay, so where do you go in that room, right? You trudge up the stairs, and then you... Oh, yeah, no. At this level, not so bad at all. Definitely, it was good to return here at a higher level, in terms of just the general convenience. I gotta clear out the guys downstairs, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Sorry, whoever owns this place. Oh, well. Sorry about that, sir. Or ma'am. Or other. Just passing through, you know, all that. Yeah. Yeah, if we want to deal with that, we can deal with that later. Okay. The roofs aren't really the problem here. Come on, stay put. Okay, you're not waking up. Fellow over there, we don't have an angle on. Like, even if we stand all the way over here, I don't think we have an angle on him. Nah. We do have an angle on you. Okay. I don't know if we'll manage to get over there. But good to see. Alright. Be ready to attack things. Let's just quickly... You know, sometimes there's... Oh, yep. Ground floor. I don't actually know if we want to be down there right now. Oh. Oh, I think we want to do some shooting first. That's, yeah, this place is actually littered with guards still. Oh, shit. Love that for me. I would like to go back up now. Oh, shit. Okay. We won't get the flowers, or Whatever is alarmingly inside this door. Oh. Can we... I was really concerned that wasn't going to allow me to be stealthy. Oh. Actually, wait. Are we allowed to do this? Oh, for God's sake. Not what I meant. Yeah, okay. If I had backed off and then not been aggressive. Like, I'm doing the damage, it's just over-aggressive there. That's fair. This area will net me a lot of runes, but I'll lose them just as quick for being incautious and unfamiliar with the area. Them's the breaks, I suppose. Keeping quite the eye on the time, because I am... Oof. 'Tis tired. Okay, Order's Blade is what I suspect I'll need most, so I'll keep it on this. Alright, so again, we have roofs, we've got not we could try to shoot that guy ahead of time. I mean, there's a lot to be had in a lot of places. I think there was something at ground level. Or we could do that. Alright. Alright. Envoy's Horn. That's an interesting item to be in purple. Let's back up a moment. Oh, no doorway there. Envoy's Horn. Holy Damage. Oracular Bubble. I assume that's where the Holy Damage lives. Golden Horn of the Oracle Envoys. Profoundly weighty, its blows are sure to be felt. Originally an instrument, but one that cannot be sounded by a mere human, or perhaps it is too early to sound the call. Unique skill, Oracular Bubble. Oh, I think we have a spell for that, don't we? Blow on the horn to release a magic bubble. The bubble floats gently through the air toward its target. Yeah, we've got a spell for that. How much is the FP for that anyway? 6. Not bad. So, I could try... Oh, it's a hammer. Interesting. I could try upgrading it. I don't know. Yep. Straightforward enough. Spinning feller. And then... yeah, there's down below us. I don't even know how we landed there when we jumped down. Hello, Justice Design! Ah, tried to nap before stream, huh? Yeah, that is how it is. I mean, hey, it's better than no sleep at all. glad that you stopped by. Hope you're having a good day slash week slash general time space, and if not, hope it's improved somewhat. What with the onset of the weekend. Currently we are running around the capital, being thankful that I have obtained more armor and weapon and level since last I tried to roam these sacred halls and whatever. On account of how it's going a lot better this time than it did before. Although I am still dying to random things because I am extremely susceptible to, obviously being mobbed or overwhelmed or... Well, I'm susceptible to a lot of things, frankly. Okay, so we could try to jump down. There's ground level, there's not. Yeah, I can at least attack them properly now. I'm trying to debate, because there's so much in the capital. It's maze-like. I'm not really sure where a good place to progress even is, really. Yeah, I didn't think this guy would have murdered me dead not that long ago, but now he's just like, oof. Alright. Oh. Is there a lever to bring it back up? Oh, thank goodness. Hard to see. I wanted to try and snipe some of the guys out there before jumping down to meet them, because boy howdy did that not end exceptionally well last time. Okay. And not these ones, but the ones below that. Come on, come on, come on. Stand still, stand still! That's not still! There we go. We want the one up there. Alright. I love it when enemies are just like, I'm gonna walk backwards now to return to my spot, actually. Like, literally. Step by step backwards. You're not standing still. Either. Come on. Stand still or walk at an angle I can hit ya. Proceeds to do exactly not that. But they built this place real huge. Moonwalk into position, but actually though. You just leaving? Hello? There can't be a direct path up there over there. You're just wandering off. Really? Okay, okay. That was altogether too many things, but okay. Okay, that's fine. Edge. A lot of sleeping fellers in there. Lot of them. I wonder if they ignore me. Oh, now that's interesting. There's my runes. And here's someone we can take potshots at now. Hopefully without falling off the roof. Just gonna walk away. You're gonna... Oh, it's gonna be one of these. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, we'll come back to that. There's a ladder, so there's some up. What in the hell? Okay, no. Okay. I could have killed this guy in 2 hits, but the door, it wouldn't lock, and I wouldn't let me lock on for some reason. Ah, so troublesome. Not as troublesome as it would have been to get back here before, but still. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I guess just immediately going into guard position after being hit is sufficient in a lot of cases. I didn't know I could knock these guys off. Didn't work when I tried before. Okay. Okay. You gonna... Oi. At least you walk back up the stairs. Oi. Okay, yeah, no. The fact that this guy doesn't move is interesting. Oh, actually. We didn't explore this area. They also angle their last attack location and... Oh, that's true, it's true. Okay. Was trying to be sneaky there, didn't work out super well. Interesting. I feel like I've been through here, but I'm not sure if I have. Oh, this is just the area here. Okay. So much gold. And alarmingly rendered tree limbs. Okay, no, those are just gonna be aware of me. I think we're gonna go the not that way. We can accomplish the same thing by going not that direction. Dead. let's try this again. Oh, right, that means we lost the initial runes. On the other hand, we kill the same number of things on the trip back, so it's not actually that bad. Actually, if I wanted to farm for runes for leveling up so I wouldn't feel like I'm cheating, this would be a pretty good place for it, I guess. Oh, now I can aim at that one. Locking on's been weird today. Other guy, did the other one just fall down or something? Like, I guess we'll find out if it mugs me, but like... Oh, nope, you were there. Just at a bad angle. Alright. Oh, that's the same guy that was causing trouble up there. Right. Yeah, we're gonna want to deal with this from higher up. I think it's better. I think it's better for the organs. Or did you leave? These guys. Oh. No. Speaking of really good AI. I could swear some of these look like they're gonna get up, but clearly they're not. Fascinating. Okay, anyway. Oh, no, that's where we got out from. Okay, it startled me for a second. No added doors. Nope. There's a fellow down there. They are. Those doors look like welded shut. I don't know what's going on there. Sir? Right, I'll let you get on with this while I go stab something else for a little while. Yeah. Okay. Like, I think there are probably other things we can hit from this position. I'd be interested to know how far away I have to go to get this guy to let up. There's another fellow in the alley over here. I don't want to encounter my face. Not sure if there's really a good angle to get at them, though. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Oh, right. This. That's how we died last time. Well, that was anticlimactic. But fights that involve anything with ranged abilities. Just like that. Okay. Edge. Edge. I see now what they mean about... I think I saw a video on YouTube about PvP, and that item that can make you look like entities around you. And yeah, a lot of these environmental bodies, they sure would be good to hide amongst if you were gonna, you know, need to be hiding amongst dead bodies. I think I've seen this exact area, actually. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's so interesting that you could just sort of jump, basically, just around. Okay. Feller at the end. Actually, this might be far enough that we can go back and poke the other fella. Maybe. I mean, with all the stuff the Tarnish gets by the end, it wouldn't be surprising. Oh, someone has let their guard down. Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute. For that matter, I can let this go back up so future me doesn't have to deal with it. Okay, so there's a bit of up here. We should probably take a look at it, I suppose. And see if we need to flee immediately or not. Well, these people really like their potted plants. Like, some of these areas are obviously overgrown. But, like, some of them are quite well maintained. It's interesting. Anything? No mobs in this room, it looks like. Just tables of study. Oh. What's this? Perfume bottles, nice. Explains the fellow downstairs, or upstairs, or stairs. I haven't actually used any of the items like that. I feel like it would be a good idea. But it's not even like... Well, that's bait, isn't it? Surely that's bait. That looks distinctly like something's going to swoop in and commit an atrocity if I run over there. Let's do it anyway. Huh. Nothing. Interesting. Seedbed curse. Curse grown on a body defiled by the Dung Eater. That's a weird thing to find here. A tender pox afflicted with omen horns. The Dung Eater cultivates the seedbed on curse on corpses. By doing so, he preserves dead souls returning to the Erd Tree, leaving them forever cursed. One of the most loathsome things found in all the lands between. We still haven't unpacked what's going on with the Dung Eater. Concerns me a little. I'll bet. There's nothing I particularly need to reconnoiter yet. Oh, I could get out this way. Oh, I don't like that. I could technically jump out all the windows. Oh. You could stand on them, you could not stand on them. A lot of fellers. You know, we could snipe a couple of them while we're here, I think. I think that would be the most engaging use of our time. Sniping the random guards and passerby until they are no longer able to pose problems for future us. One. Okay, that's several. Some soldiers. Nice. Okay, well you're gonna be roaming around for a bit. How about you? And now, Amy, you won't be a pain unless you stop moving, or you can just run a lot closer, I guess. That works. Haha. Just out of range enough to be confused by my... You're still up. Your guard is up. Let's see if we can hit this guy. Aha. It's a little far away. You gonna get any closer? Why is there a big bowl in there? I don't like that. Dead. And the other guy is back to standing quietly. And okay. Anything else we can hit from here while we wait for that guy to reset? It's a big dragon. We're getting really close to that. There's a lot going on there. Nothing hanging on the walls. There's a lot of gargoyles hidden on these walls. This was in terms of getting randomly ambushed from various locations by things that seem to make perfect sense there, and therefore you overlook them, this is a well-designed area, I feel like. I also do appreciate when areas just have a bunch of stuff going on, because, you know, fully furnished world and all that. I could jump down there, I guess. Or no, we can just walk down, right? Yeah, we got here through a... Where did we get here from? Okay, we came from the ladder. And now we stabbed all these guys. Oh, we can just walk here. Like that. Some dude down there. Can ignore that for now. Oh yeah, this is just a walkable area now. Anything else? Just you and one down there, I think. Oh, this is the area we could see from the main thing. Cool, cool. Upper class robe. I think we've acquired one of those previously. Okay, so we're good here. You are just sort of doing your own thing. Could probably jump down there. I don't know, would it let us? Yes. It would. Dead. Okay, so we're gonna pick the plants, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to navigate ground level, because we were set up to go up there, but, like, you know. Oh, right. Almost forgot this guy. Mikla's lilies. Don't believe it. What do you not believe? Is this just not a door? Is that what it is? Lol. Yeah, it's just... It is sealed. It looks sealed because it is sealed. So, really, the most important thing being guarded over here are the flowers. Cool, I guess. Oh, can we... It's not navigable, but it really looks like it should be. Right? Alright. There's another one of these soldiers in gold that's visible from here. I don't know where they come from, though. Dead. Possibly more stressful than it had to be. Okay, we killed that guy. I'm getting all turned around. We have not killed anything in that room yet. This looks like an area maybe you could come down from above, actually. So we'll deal with the things in that room in a second. Soldier. Be wary of left. Yep, that's bait. I'll applaud the message after. Fan daggers. Not exactly the most prestigious. Oh, entertainingly, left is a good description of what's going on from both ends. Yeah, I'd like to deal with that from a bow from higher up. So... I've got to figure out... Okay, so we've got a couple of guys. I think we can do this with a... Oh, yep, okay, I'm on fire. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. Well, we explored a lot there. So we could go down... Don't want to go down that route. I think systemically trying to map this out is not going to be feasible at this time, and I don't want to. So instead, we're gonna run around like a lunatic. Come on. Come on, come on. Dead. Is it this guy that nets us all those runes? I mean, I guess it would make sense. It's a bit, troublesome. If you don't just, like, shoot him aggressively. That's a lot of them. And that's one. Yeah, and I guess just by the time you get down there, you've killed a lot of little guys. What the hell was that noise? Perfumer's bolts. That's new. Fire damage. Bolt created with perfumer techniques used by nobles, guards, and the like. The point of impact explodes with sparks, dealing fire damage. Okay. That's new. Alright. So there's no real reason to go poking this fellow again, and the flowers aren't even back. So unless that building unseals itself, because it looks like it's the only one I've seen sealed like that and that thoroughly. No, some of the others have goop leaking out. It's weird. No, we want to deal with this guy. Dead. Dead. So we've got the ladder, and I believe that's where we went to proceed. Right. So there's a lot of fellas down there that we could snipe again, or we could do not that. Right, we went up instead of down the hallway. It's 3 fellas. Like, we could skip them if we just went that way, but, like, nah. Oh. Oh, I think we've seen this location from the other side, actually. Well, well, is that a secret door? But, like, more conventionally secret. That's cool. I like that. Miranda powder. Oh, the poison flowers. Material used for crafting items found when killing Miranda flowers. Blah, blah, blah. Pollen. Nope. Come on. Not... No. No. If you just walk away, I'll shoot you in the back, but like... Okay, I had not enough health for that. That's fair. That even might be where the fellow we see from the starting comes from. I'm really tempted to just start roof hopping again, because the mobility will be better, even if we're chased around by angry gargoyles. Also, I'm gonna unequip that for now. It was because we were encountering a lot of... Never mind. We were encountering a lot of skellies when we were hopping across rooftops, so... That's a thing. Oi. Not really what I intended to do there, but I'll take it. We're going to... try the roaming around on roofs function. Which... where's the best... How did we do this last time? The hell? I did not know you could jump like that. Seriously, what roof did I fall on accidentally without McDying? Speaking of falling and not McDying. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. Maybe I jumped from the one level below this, but like... I don't know. Yeah, because that's a more accessible location to reach the roofs from, I suppose. Yeah, it was this one. It looks way too far, but it's not. Alright. We're just gonna roam. I guess we're gonna roam here. Nah. Bye. Can we open this? Or is it like... I'm not sure if I wanted to open this, but I've done it now. Oh. Oh shit. This is a very exciting location. Exciting's the word. Stop chasing me. I say to a large number of things, only some of which are chasing me. What the hell? Okay. Nope. Okay. Really? Oh. I see. Well, I don't have time for that puzzle. Okay, we're jumping. That's fall damage. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so run along the bottom of that, and okay, there's a lot going on there. I want the purple item. Okay, so I don't know how we can lure that guy into ground pounding the lever down, which is what was happening there. Yeah, I would run by these guys, since I'm not likely to be able to keep their runes anyway. Except for the fact that last time I tried that, they mostly just, did the thing where the teleporting bubbles landed on my face, which understandably wasn't fun. Boy. Ditch. Okay. I'm not actually even sure if I have to kill that guy. Like I did before. Oh. Okay, I did stick that landing. Nice. Okay. Let's try to actually stay on the roofs this time. Which I haven't been successful at any of the other times, but we live in hope. Another... Oh. Same face. Let's try and move around this way. There we go. And I can heal. Okay, let's try and take care of this guy from here. It's what I tried to do the first time, but obviously I fell off the roof and then died to the same knights chasing me, which wasn't great. Okay. So let's try to actually do roof shenanigans this time. And not fall off repeatedly. Okay. Got a strategy. Those are the guys down there. Actually, could I shoot the ones down there so they don't, like, murder me if I fall? It seems possible. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Oh, we're getting up there in time. Yeah, so stream will probably end in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I guess just whenever the pre-debut stream starts, so we can jump in there. That's the plan, anyway. Sir! Oh yeah, the only way I can hit him was with the auto-aim. The difference in limitations between using the lock-on versus just visually is fascinating. don't think I'd have a better angle from the lower roof, but it's still really tempting. No, I wouldn't have a better angle. But it is very tempting. Oh, missed the angle on that one. Come on, come on. Dead. Anyone else? Fellow at the ground level. No one else at roof level, though. So I think I can afford to deal with that. Nice, golden 12. There's some stuff at ground level I want to pick up, but like, I don't really want to be chased around by McMurder Knight. Oh, that's interesting. There's some stuff if you go down from the very top over there. Yeah, I do want to grab that, but come on. Oh. That's interesting. There's something inside that building, is it? I don't like that. Like, it's fascinating, but I'm not a fan of it. Alright, well. Next set of roofs, I guess. Yeah. Alright. We have a lot more jump range than I think is immediately apparent. That's the door I pulled open before I died, I think. That looks about right. So how do I want to do this? This is the higher roof, so I should just be able to... Whoop. Stone sword key, nice. Gorgeous view. Oh, 'tis true. The gold at this angle has a fascinating lighting effect. Okay, so we went around there. So we've been around this area. Interesting. So yeah, I think we just keep doing this for a bit. Where's the other knight? Oh. Oh, I almost fell off. I hate that. There were two. There, one ready to ambush us. How interesting. Does them blowing that horn actually materialize reinforcements? Or does it just, like, scare you a lot? Or does it, like, boost them? That's the real question here. Come on now. All right. All right. Come on. This angle is an abomination. Like, this angle is really an abomination. What is the camera doing? Besides what it wants, which is the real answer here. There we go. Okay, so we could explore at ground level now. Is there anywhere else we can go easily? Yes. Another gargoyle? Yeah, so we can... Oh. Hello there, target. What is with those, the glued shut doors and windows of... Actually, it's a lot, maybe all of these buildings? Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe. Sir. Can you get a headshot on them when they're... Nope. Okay, so there's a super brief window there, but it's not really worth the arrows dealing with, I think. So, it's down there. So I think it might be worthwhile trying to get into that building. Is that something we can accomplish from ground level, or can we get back up here? Come on. No, that's not useful. Alright, from ground level I think we can actually. Alright. Turn a leaf. Salute the bodies. Lord Sword, Straight Sword, I think we've had that already. Some dude. Ambush ahead, good to know. Alright. Boy. Good to know. Not dealing with that right now. Did I just leave a bunch of soldiers back there, or are these ones like dereliction of duty? And like angry. Oh. A lot of ambush. Oi. And that was lightning. Dagger. There was one more dude. Oh. Okay, I guess he's just sitting there. Lot of room for ambush, it seems. Be wary of left. This entire place is be wary of left at this point, I have to say. Well, the hype's getting real over there. 40-ish minutes left. Wait, go. Goods. Imp head corpse. That's not... I knew there would have to be other imp heads. being is that mine had the subtitle on the side that it was from a wolf. The second one, I admit, I did not expect the second one to enter my possession would be called as a corpse. Okay. I will examine that in a moment after I can find a way to become not at ground level, because okay, we're just gonna be at ground level while we check this. Cool. Thanks. Hate that. Imp head corpse. Already I can see the stats I think are probably not better, but head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Resembling the visage of a corpse, it holds trace amounts of lingering faith. Okay, so like mine gives me endurance, which is frankly great. I appreciate that. Yeah, this would tick faith up by 2, but it's also, they're the same weight. Oh, so the 2 points of endurance are really making a big difference in my heavy load, medium load. Oh, the stats are the same, actually. That's nice. Stats are the same, it's just whatever boost that you want is different. I like that. The endurance is worth significantly more to me right now, but that's very nice. Okay, so that's the door that leads toward the puzzle thing, which I don't want to deal with right now. That door's a mystery. A lot of mystery. Those were the 2 that were across from one another. That one has some goods inside. Do I dare try it again? Can I get up on that roof? No, I don't think so. I'm just wondering, the poison trick didn't work last time because I accidentally attacked. But I'm wondering if the poison trick would work this time. Oh. I was so focused on the... Oh, this is one of the antler guys. I hate that. I was so focused on the item, I didn't realize there was a different way to travel. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to go this way instead for now. Oh, hey. There we go. Please tell me this is the shortcut that goes back to the site of grace. Hey? Kessel? Hey, it is! Nice! Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. Also, I get the impression that means that dude won't respawn once he's killed, so that's also very nice. I wonder... Okay. So if we die again, we can come back down here and try this again repeatedly. And that's fine. But yeah, I want to try to see if the poison thing works. It might not. Oh. It does. I am perfectly willing to just sit here and not fight this fight. Like, I'm down for it. No one's coming in. You know, I can just loiter. It'll take a couple of casts, and I might have to back out of the room to refresh my MP for a bit, but like, you know, we've got a little time. So, just as designed, do you have any interesting things that you think would be cool to poke around in while we're in the capital, aside from desperately trying to find the plot? Any must-see attractions? Alternatively, we could try to do a thorough search from top to bottom. Now, I'm not thinking that seems particularly feasible, because I've got to say, there's just so much. There's a lot. But, you know, it seems like it could be possible. It seems like it could be something we could do, and then, I mean, we'd be guaranteed to find all the secrets without resorting to the horrible, horrible thing of, you know, potentially looking them up. Gasp. Can't think of anything off the top of your head, huh? Understandable. Understandable. Thought I'd ask. This would have been significantly less exciting way of dealing with the Draconic Tree Sentinel now that I'm doing it. I'm not gonna stop. I don't fancy trying to take one of these fellows in melee, and this is a tool at my disposal. But I am glad that I went through the whole process of fighting the Draconic Tree Sentinel the way that I did. I think it was more engaging. If tedious in a different way, I think. Imagine if I miss input right now and accidentally aggroed him. That would be awful. Let's not do that. Just gonna take him down to half, so that'll be only four stacks of four poisons, which is neat. That's well within my FP bar range, it looks like. So it's definitely, I mean, I think we can do a fifth, and that would take care of the rest of it. Yeah, we got a couple hundred out of it last time. A little bit more than this now, so yeah, I do think we'll just get this within four procs of poison. Let's see. I mean, we could be skulking around, but I just don't want to risk it. Good golly gracious. I am definitely surprised I'm still awake, to be honest. And then I'm gonna stay up through both the debuts, because I'm very interested in how those go. And then there's ostensibly a collab afterward, which I'm gonna be listening to while as I drift off, I think. If I'm understanding that schedule correctly. Because that's a necessary thing. Learn from what I say and not do. And that's try not to do nearly 3 consecutive days of no sleep, and then a 4th day of minimal sleep, or any variation thereupon. But if you do, that's something I learned the last time I did this. If you do, it's important that you you know, take care of all of your limbs and stuff in every other aspect if you're going to be troubling it with this lack of sleep business. So that's be super hydrated, make sure to eat foods that are super healthy, just even for that block of time. I'd say do some exercise, but at least do some stretching, because I think exercise would be a bit too much to ask at that point, you know. But in general, like, if you're going to do something silly like not have a bunch of sleep, try and at least take care in other respects, so that your limbs can focus all their might on staying conscious and recovering well from it after you finally get that sleep. Because apparently you carry I heard somewhere, and it might have been debunked, but I heard somewhere that you carry your sleep debt in a sort of rolling, like 2-ish week periods or something like that. So you can catch up on a little bit of that sleep, but the long-term effects of doing this sort of thing too often, you can't really catch up on. That turns it into a chronic sort of thing, and then you start having issues, or so I hear. Not a medical professional. Don't take any of this as medical advice. This is the anecdotal advice of someone who shouldn't be giving advice right now because I'm so tired. Gasp. Horrifying. But yeah. As we're about to watch this fellow keel over with no idea that there has been a weird person wearing an imp head skulking behind him, which is, that is a kind of alarming thing to consider experiencing. Just spreading the joyous gift of skulking around your enemies around. That's what we're doing here. I wonder how many other enemies this might be. Because obviously some of them, when we tried to sneak up on them, they aggroed immediately. I guess they had better situational awareness. This fellow's just staring at the golden tree thing and maybe the corpse on the floor, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But, there might be other enemies where this is like a valid way of dealing with the situation. Actually, no, I don't think we can poison that. There's, the beast fellow guarding the door at the beast clergyman. Whoop! I wonder if it's poisonable. It would be really funny. I haven't done much parrying this entire run. It would have been good if I did. Now what's with you? Hero's Rune 5. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, the lingering residue of gold. Used to gain 35,000 runes. There were once heroes who walked the battlefields, abundantly blessed by the Erd Tree itself, who upon earning their honor simply died. I wonder at the connection between this once hero laid out here, before image in gold of the Erd Tree, with the real one right outside, with some horned sentinel, when the horned fellows are definitely like a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we've got what we were in there for. So now we've got in here, there's some down. Or we could go... Where are the other options? Out the doors, mayhem. We came from in between the buildings over there. And yeah, sleep is important. It's definitely a can't miss it attraction. We haven't been able to skulk around in one of these in a while. It looks like we're still not gonna get to because these ain't open. More's the pity. Oh, let's not bother that knight fellow. Yeah, we've emerged from this area before. Let's approach the big Dargon. Actually, it gives us the opportunity to phone a friend. Oh. Yeah, that's, I don't like that. Oh, come on. Okay, so if we leave the range, we don't get our phoned friend. I'm not entirely sure. How do we want to deal with this? The stone walls are thick enough that the attack doesn't clip through, which is nice. But like... Sir? Did you wander off? Did you despawn? Oh. Love that for us. Okay. And now we try to take cover. It's gonna be one of those fights. So we're gonna fight whatever this fellow is. Oh, this is like the fucking tree avatar. Beg pardon my language. This is exactly how the... Is this another one? Actually, I mean, okay, we're in front of a fucking... the Erd tree. It would not be unreasonable. It's gonna be the same sort of fight, except for me ducking into a building instead of hiding on a cliff side. Nope. And I have magic armor. Not a lot of magic armor, but... Okay, and you've turned around. I guess this is what we're gonna do for the rest of the stream, and then we'll loiter and cut it when the one we want to raid starts. You know, or we could do this. Oh shit. Actually, that's not. The building is a lot more covered. Sir? I'm just gonna keep doing this until you, like... Okay. Sir? Oh, well that was a... That was a weird visual glitch. Not sure what to do with that. Okay. A little bit wild. Maybe it was the night-day cycle. And then we turn around. Like, we can do this a few more times. We're good for it. Okay. From 14-1 to Another 10 and a Lord's Rune. Let's hide in here in case something else shows up and then take a look at that. Nice. Used to gain 50,000. Hi, Joker. D-Blaze? Thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately, no links in chat. I really should set up a, a thing where you have to click accept on that at the start when you try to message. But unfortunately, we're going to not have that message come through there. But feel free to stick around and loiter for some time. We are poking around the capital of Elden Ring, and we're just about to raid, after the stream goes up, obviously, the new Vishojo JP members who are, first one, the last two are debuting today. In about 20 minutes, and I think the pre-stream might open up about 10 minutes early, so we'll take a look at that. But in the meanwhile, grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, true vestiges of gold used to gain 50,000 runes. Runes of one who was destined to become a lord, but when the Elden Ring was shattered, all that remained was a distant duty. There's a lot to unpack here, and all of it concerning, I think. Like, in my organs, in my soul. Anyway, let's go see what the big feller was, protecting, I guess. Or if not protecting, at least blocking. Like, this is a different zone than where I was roaming before, I guess, right? Dead feller. I mean, unless it only activates after the first time through. Okay, so we'd have to get up on that. I don't think we can do it from here. We'd have to go from above. Which, like, fair. Oh, maybe we can. Any ambushes? Oh, we've been down here. I'm gonna finally switch that back to the crossbow briefly. Come on. That would be a dumb way to die. After all that. There we go. Yeah, so we want to approach that way. But, I wanted those items. Perfumer sarong. I think we've already had that. That's not the button I wanted. Oh, that's new, yeah. Sarong of an Erdtree capital perfumer. In times past, the role of perfumer was much respected, a blessed apothecary in the eyes of many. But after entering the battlefields of the Shattering, they performed no such role, trading their aromatics for poisons and explosives. Charming. As they might say. No particular information about that. Smithing 4, nice. I mean, not super valuable at this point, but nice. Holy grease, nice. Alright, up here. Behold a hole. Oh! I don't like that. I mean, I do like that, but I don't like that. Grace ahead. Is there? Is there, though? That is a dragon. Oh, Grace. Okay. no word from Melina. Cool, I guess. Gonna put those back. Nothing particular here. We've got commoner's garb already. Upper class robe. Yup. Okay, so we'll sell those. We're keeping all of these on. Nothing that really stands out to put back away. I suppose we could put the claw mark seal away, but it's not really taking up visually dense space. We have that. The weathered one? We have the weathered one. Yeah. Thought we could put the horn back. Yeah, no, nothing that's, Alright, well. Gonna return to the menu and loiter for a little bit, I think. This is as good a stopping place as any. So, next time, I think the plan is going to be not mis-entering buttons. Next time, the plan is going to be resuming running around the capital like a maniac, and trying to loot everything that can be scooped up. I think there's a bell bearing in here somewhere, or something that we looked up once. So I'm gonna double check about that. And by I'll double check about that, I mean I'll remember to look it up like midstream next time, I'm sure. We're gonna try to, I guess, just figure out what the plot wants us to do here, and progress it, and hopefully gain access to other locations. Like, I don't know if we, I assume we have to fight someone while we're here. That's the way of these things. But I would like to find out what Melina's doing, you know, running around. That seems like something that would be really good to know. That maybe she didn't even know, I don't know, you know, when she left our presence, but currently that's, you know, 2 for 2 in terms of, fair ladies who ran off to do alarming, mysterious things with our bemused help. So, you know, I'd like to find out what's going on there eventually. Also, where's Blythe Eldenring? He supposedly ran off after Ronnie, but she's thinking that he's with us. So, and he's not, like, still in the Evergaol. I think we got him out of there. So that's cool, I suppose. Other than that, we have Mohg to poke in the face. I don't really know how well that's going to go. I might spend some time off stream. I say I might, depending on how much time in a week I have, which will be more this week, but then it's going to go back to being variable for a week and some time, and then it'll be back to having time again. Yeah, smelling people to death. Maybe. I mean, I suppose... No, that train of thought was gonna... Yeah, my brain's trying to take that in a train of thought, but I don't know where, and I don't think I want to, personally, in my heart. Actually, let me get this set up. Give me the magical power of the URL. Okay, it won't auto-complete that until the stream goes live, I think. Makes sense, makes sense. So, a bit more loitering. And then, of course, I'll update the title and time for next time after the streams, actually. Or, like, tomorrow or something, just because I want to hurriedly switch to a different computer profile to observe this happening. Yeah. Next time's just gonna be more roaming and really hoping that I, you know, don't have issues with the internet or the power or my passwords or any new mysterious fourth thing, which I wouldn't necessarily be surprised about. Let's see. There was, I'm trying to think if anything could would come up that would potentially cause issues for the whole streaming thing this week. Because obviously we've got Thanksgiving on Thursday, but this time slot is, middle of the night, Friday, Saturday. So it should be fine. It's possible something could still interrupt it though, so like keep an eye on my Twitter or Blue Sky, and I'll send updates there, albeit sometimes, a little bit close to stream. So all the more reason to follow? That's the verb for watching one's activities on the Twitter or the Blue Sky. As you can tell, I don't use social media that much, or those social media in particular. Let's see if it will let me do the raid, because they might have it turned off, actually, in which case I will redirect you there. No, I think people raided in, did they? So, I guess I will put the name in chat and direct people to go there, because the stream just went live a second ago. Let's see, raid channel. Yeah, no, they turned it off. That's, probably sensible, or at least off for people smaller than a bread box. Pretty sensible. So instead, I will direct you, after I make sure I've spelled that correctly. Yes. And feel free to come watch and support the new Vishojo JP mem. There'll be this debut will last about an hour, and the second one will last about an hour after that, and then I'm given to know, I believe they might be trying to do like a game collab after that, though don't take my word for it. That was, don't take my word for anything I have said or cited in the past, 24 or 48 hours. But, yeah, other than that, I think that shall be all for tonight, dear listeners. Again, VOD's up on the VOD channel, and information about the reading recommendation up in the summary. And in the meanwhile, until next time, everyone, take care, travel safe, don't fall over, and remember, you are each precious, unique in all the world, every one of you, and you are irreplaceable, and that's an important thing to remember sometimes. So, rest well, dear listeners, and good night.